Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Alex here, and this is, I think, the third or fourth episode of Reconstructed. On the first episode, we built the walls. The second, maybe third, I think we did the roof. And roof didn't come out exactly as planned, but I like how it has that rough, mixed up texture to it. Makes the building a little unique. And today we're going to do a little work on the outside, but mostly it's going to be working on the inside. By work on the outside, I mean we are just going to go around, add some textures and dimensions to it by adding poles. So, what I mean by that, just going up, and let's swap that around. And I'm going to do it that way because we already have a chopped up messy roof. I think we're going to stick with the theme of that, making it look chopped up and messy. And let's bring that out. And in this case, we'll just extend the roof around the pole because it's not going to change that much. So, just showing you that idea. I'm going to start with the bottom ring first, going around, and then go up to the top part of the little ring, because not everyone's going to get it, and what does isn't going to get that much because it's only too high. If I had to go back and change it, I might make it one more high, but I've already locked into this. So, we're going to figure that out. Easier part of the roof right now is just doing the outside. So, going to come over to here. Here's our little 2 section. And over here 2. We're going to find the center of that, which is going to, so 1, 2, 3. Here's my third block. I'm going to come in, add a post there, and that's going to go up to the roof. Then we're going to fly over here. There's our long section, then there's our next section, followed by a 2. That is going to get a post. And then come up in here. This wall section is 12. And at 5, we're going to add a post. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of these 4 because you don't need them. And that's where our next post is going to be. And then, popping over here, just like on the other side, we have our long section, we have our short, then we have our little 2-piece. Add a post there. Coming around here, finding the center of the wall. Coming over here, finding the center. 2, flying on over to the center-ish, and that looks about right. Then coming over to here, a little longer section, or long section. There's our short section. That gets another post. Leaving the little turret thing there alone. But that's not going to stop us from putting a post on this wall. Flying back over. And right around. And then find the center of this wall. Get your long piece, And then there's 3 little sections there. You grab the center there. And remember, thank you for telling me, Xbox. Over there, the controller, the wall's a little weird shaping, so you gotta find the right spot for it. And if the post part's not making any sense, I'm gonna put my notes up on. I'm gonna post my notes when I post the first video for this, so you can see what I'm talking about. Find out where. The only thing that's not really true is the roof, which I can always. You can always just work on that one yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I didn't do the roof in my notes because the roof's never goes planned for me, so I usually just wing the roof when I have to get to it. But the roof on this building, I'm happy with, even though it's messy. I mean, there are some builds you just go out of you literally make it look messy. And we found the location for all our posts. I'm just gonna go around, fill them up, and then I'll go around and show you how I'm doing the roof section on that. All I'm doing is bring it up and stopping right below the roof. That way you don't miss a thing. Okay, and we're back. I brought all the little poles up. Now I'm just going to go around and include you on the action where I'm actually adding it to the roof. That way if you want the roof that I'm doing, you can kind of copy it. All I'm doing is just raising the roof around the pole and then just filling it in around it. So like here, I'm deleting these 2 blocks. I'm adding some wood to bring it up to the roof, putting slabs on top of the wood, then just wrapping it around, and then making it look a little bit more like it's supposed to be there and neat. So delete that, add the wood. Like right there, that's kind of weird, so I just close that off, extend the roof, and just plop a slab there, making it look like it was intentionally put there and not just added later. If you really wanted to, you could add that. You could add the back part of the roof and make that look a little bit more neat, but kind of just going to keep it to the 2 levels I'm working on now. This one doesn't need too much, so. But the corner pieces definitely need some TLC in the roof department. So as long as you place them where you want them, it'll work. Let's raise that up, and then close that off. And then the fun part's going to be coming up in a little bit because because over here the roof slowly raises, and I think that's where we're going to run into some different types of roof instead of the one lower slab on the side. That up, and it's tedious. And here we have the first section of where the logs are being joined by the roof. So let's pop 2 there to make it look like it's a gradual raise. one more. And you know, yeah. Let's do that. Let's not do that. That looks semi better. That pole does not look right at all. Okay. Not going to change it in my notes, but I'm going to change it in this video, so another reason why to watch my videos, because I do change stuff. And do I like you over there, or there, over there? Yeah, we're going to shift this pole one way to the one block to the right. And that looks a lot better. Okay. Yeah, let's leave the half slab there. And now that I'm thinking about it, if you want to make this a little bit easier on yourself, add the poles when you do the roof. I mean, normally I've kind of been doing this build weird. How I usually do, I usually plan the entire thing out. I've been working on it piecemeal because just the way things are going right now in reality. So, been doing a different spin on this. And I don't like it. I don't hate it. It's just indifferent right now. And that is it for the poles. Now I want to spend the rest of the video working on the inside, but we don't have a door. So I think I'm going to work on that. I originally was thinking of having the door in here, going through like here, but I like the way that looks, so I'm thinking of popping the door there. So, boom, punch the hole for the door so visitors can walk right into how dark it is, and I never did anything with that. Okay, I'll figure something out. So how do I want to do this? Yeah, I'm going to add the details on the outside. Boom. Will work? Yes, it'll work. So, there we have a nice little structure. And I hate that noise. God. Oh, that just sent tingles down my spine. I'm in a dark room, so that's making it even more creepy for me. And I like scary movies. But that is just, it tingles my spine. Makes the hair stand up. Okay, that's not the color I'm going to use on the inside. I'm just doing a little walkway on the outside to like, oh, pretty, let's walk in. Which, I did the stairs for a little detail. If you wanted to make them have a purpose, you could have the half slabs in. But I kind of want to keep everything at one level. And now our actual floor color, which For the most part, I think I'm going to use birch just because I like the brightness of it. It's so cheerful and happy. And I don't think I'm going to need you anymore. Let's add a torch there. Add a torch in the wall that I wanted to. And just for the sake of video purposes, I know I can see this just fine, but I'm just going to light it up. Not with just some randomness. You can see the roof and stuff, which I'm probably going to fill that in a little more so it blocks it off, even though the roof is going to have not a lot to do with the final build. Okay. Now, since this has a slight teensy-weensy medieval feel to it, as soon as I remember where the game puts the doors, because it's in a different location than PC, and I've been rocking out on that for a while. Still, not the master race to me. I'm sorry. We can all get along. There's enough room in the sandbox, people. Let's work together to build a sandcastle. Okay, enough of that. I'll leave the doors open. Oh, that's good. Usually they open outwards, but inwards. It's kind of neat, I like it. Okay, and for our last episode, this is the big plus sign thing we added, so I could calculate the center for the roofs and stuff. Mainly for the centers of the walls. We don't need this anymore. You know, I just figured out what they should add to Minecraft. A miner's helmet. Because you had to go mining and stuff, so why not have a little helmet with a torch on it? We don't need armor 24/7. It's a nice working stuff. Okay. Over to our wall color. And this wall here is that wall, as you can see. In the last video, I went around and deleted the inside. Yeah, I was wrong. Get the right color, and if you deleted it already, I'm sorry. Fix it. Talk about the, and now we have to think on what the building is going to be. I mean, a big shopping center for trade and goods and stuff. That's a neat idea. For some reason, I'm thinking like ye olde embassy. And then you go and just make it a huge house, because for the most part, that's what's going to happen. You're going to live out of it. Alright, that's where the wall stopped. Which works out perfectly. And you know what? I lied. I need the clay. And then roof life hack. Place a half slab. Even that way it just closes up the small gaps. Boom. Minecraft life hack. And this pull I'm going to extend both ways. First things first. From here, 1, 2, 3. Delete that out. And go over to where this block is. Look up, 1, 2, 3. And then leaving one block from the walls. Boom. So really, right now I'm just going back and fixing stuff. And due to time and I'm not knowing how I'm going to cut all this video, I'm going to stop the video here. But before I do that, what I'm going to do off camera is just come back, delete all the dirt, and swap it out with our birch. So that's going to happen in between this video and the next video. I do apologize. I want to get out the rough, grimy, and dirty stuff before we can go in and have the fun. And I do honestly hope you stick around, because I think this part I'm going to spend an entire video on working on it, building it up a little, and decorating the inside, because this is going to be our... I was thinking of doing this as a staircase, but now it's going to be built in as like 2 little offices. And over here, where the roof raises up, it's going to start off la da da da, slowly, gradually building up to a staircase that comes into our little wall here. One of the things I'm going to do is play around with the roof and try not to mess it up. I'm going to play around, try and make the roof look flat and uniform for the staircase in here. For example, going around, filling that in. I'm just doing it now because it's really bugging me now that I see it. One thing I'm definitely going to go in is, it's dark in here, which is perfect and all, because you can see where there's lighting glitches. So you could go in and fill those in if you wanted to keep the roof like this, when in reality all I'm going to do is fill in the roof on the lowest level. So you have a flat section, it's going to look like that instead of that. So off camera, I'm going to swap this out with my flooring's color. Going to the roof color, I'm going to go from the roof, from this wall, all the way up to the little half slab area, and just fill this all in. That is, not fill the roof in as I gradually go up. It's all going to be one big happy level. And if you're doing this in survival mode, might be a good idea to gradually place a whole block with a torch on the top for the roof. That way, you do not get mobs or creepers or anything like that that could possibly spawn up in there. I don't know how the spawning mechanic works, or gradually do glowstone. I'm going to be doing glowstone in the build for my roof lighting, my ceiling lighting, so I'm not going to worry about that. But that is what's going to happen off camera. So I know not a lot of stuff happened in this video, but I didn't expect a lot to happen. We got the doorway done, we did the poles around the building, got some roof done. I looked around, talked about the middle, extended that out through the roof because that's going to get built up. Worked on that yellow wall, fixed the regular wall, which just stops there. That's because that's going to be open. Because let's grab some birch. And because either parallel to this wall, nah, I'm gonna go off the bottom. Yeah, from the bottom of that wall is going to be our next floor, which I just made the border, so leaving this open for our staircase, following the wall. I'm going to fill this in too while I'm at it. And that's just, I'm not doing this off camera to be mean, so you don't see the recording. It's just that this is going to take well over a half hour for each section. So I'm looking at like an hour and a half, I'm guessing, to fill in the roof, dig up all the floor, place new floor, follow that and do the floor. And if I do that on camera, I'm going to have to come up with something to talk to, which I honestly can't do. As you can tell in this video and my past videos, I don't have a lot to talk about. I spend more of it just talking about what's running through my head, the ideas and designs. And that's pretty much it. One more thing about the walls. I'm going up to this wall to build the floor. When you get to this section, this part doesn't get floor. This part gets sealed. This part is going to get something. We're going to follow the floor along the inside. So this all gets floor. This is just going to get filled in, fixed. Well, your little ripping fixed. I'm going to do this off camera too because you really don't need me to see making sure that there's no light seeping through the roof. Even though that is entirely what you're watching right now. And it's just making it flat and look neat. So that's going to happen off camera too. So I got 1, 2, 3.5 things happening off camera that you guys really wouldn't find entertaining anyway. So clarifying for this side, grab your roof material. Your floor material. Okay, that doesn't get flooring. This side does. And I'm hoping you can see kind of where the floor is going to take shape. I'm leaving this big little L chunk out because that's where our staircase is going to come up. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. It's definitely going to be easier to see once the flooring's in, because I'm going to have to gradually raise up with playing nice with the roof, which I'm debating if I want a nice long continuous one or a little short staircase. That's up. I mean, if you know what you want to do, I urge you to go ahead, build that in there, take over the build from this point and finish and make it your own, because I'm flattered if you do my design, but I would be more flattered if you did my design with your own twist, with your own inspiration, your own style mixed into it. Because that's what Minecraft's about. It's about getting creative. From Minecraft beginnings, I'm showing you how I started out in Minecraft, how I came up with my own designs and stuff. And I'm doing that as a way for you to, okay, here's the steps to create your own design, not copy mine exactly, because it's Minecraft. Get creative, make it your own. Don't go to your friends like, hey, look at this cool building I made. Yeah, you just copied off some guy who has too much free time off of YouTube. When you could change up the blocks, make a little design, make the roof a little bit more normal. Like, hey, check out this build. You copied this off from some guy on YouTube. No, I followed the steps that he showed. I made it my own by doing this, this, and this, making it different from that actual building. So, enough of me rambling on. I do apologize about that. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the build so far. I do apologize about this video being a little dry, so if you want to hit that dislike button, go right ahead. Hit that subscribe button for more content. I do Minecraft and a few other things. And I really don't have a posting schedule. I have to do all this stuff in between work and classes and my own personal work. I do catering and private chefing on the side of my actual job because college and all that's expensive. So got to work on getting money to pay that off in the future, which is going to be relatively soon. So that's none of your concerns. Shouldn't have said that's boring. So hit that like button, hit the dislike button. I don't care which one. I I do hope it's the like button though out of the two because the dislike button makes me sad. Leave a comment and what you think of the episode, what I could have done different. If you want to see a certain building a blueprint, something like that. Anything that can be sort of turned into a picture that could fit that I could do in Reconstructed or Deconstructed. Really the same thing. Reconstructed is just a blueprint, so I have to do some more work on my end. Well, not as much work on my end. I'm just following the lines on a piece of paper. Deconstructed is a little bit more hard because I have to actually make the building look like the picture. So, if you have an idea for that, leave a link down below. I will check it out. I will try to work on it. And this is Sergeant Alex. I hope you have a nice day.